Kevin, tell us, why are you leaving now? Is this your decision?
Sure.
Is it a
Yeah, it's
decision of the
absolutely my
president?
decision. Mick Mulvaney and I have been talking about it for a few weeks. I've been looking ahead to this summer for quite some time because the history of the CEA is that the CEA chair changes about every 2 years. I think that President Clinton had 4 CEA chairs, if I'm counting right. President Bush had 5. President Obama had 4. And I think that turnover, if you study the institution, is very important because CEA is meant to be kind of like CBO, this objective advisor. And the longer you stay here, the closer you get with everybody, and maybe the harder it is to be objective. And so I think as a celebration, really, of the organization, it's important for CEA chairs to leave after 2 years. Yeah, I told President Trump last week. We spoke in the back room at the end of the day, maybe was there for about half an hour, and we had a really pleasant, friendly conversation. I think his tweet kind of reflects the strength of our relationship. We're both a little bit sad, but I think it's time for me to move on. And the CEA is going to be in really strong hands. The president's looking at a number of candidates, but we've got a big, powerful team built for next year, and so the CEA will continue to function well.
How big is the pool of candidates he's looking at right now?
Yeah, I can't comment on that.
Can you comment on any of the top names on the list?
No, I cannot.
Do
Sorry.
you have a timeline for when he might name your replacement?
The president mentioned that he was going to name the replacement as soon as he got back, and I would expect that very shortly after he arrives, that'll be true. Oh, it's just been the time of my life. As when I was nominated for the job, Alan Greenspan called me up. He's an old friend, and he said that he had a lot of jobs, but the CEA chair was the most fun job he ever had. And I think, so far in my life, that's definitely true.
If I could ask you a couple questions about tariffs, President.
Actually, I'd prefer not to. I'll come out tomorrow and talk to you about tariffs. It's just the tariff story and the departure story are just utterly separate stories. And so I think that if we're talking about the departure today, let's table the tariff conversation.
Okay.